When we talk about slope, we'll identify it with the letter M, and it's often associated with the idea of rise over run. Sometimes you'll see that as the change in y, that's what the little triangle there means, delta y, over the change in x, or delta x. Delta y over delta x is the same as saying it's the difference in your y values divided by the difference in your x values. Okay. So you can look at this graphically, or you can look at this purely by the formula. If I take a look at the formula and, for example, come over here to the point -3, -5, and the point 1, 2. And I want to know what's the slope between those 2 points. I can actually draw a picture of the situation. Come over here to -3, go down to 5. So it's about here. And then come up 1, 2, and then draw in the line that connects those up. Now slope is just telling me how steep it rises, and so if we talk about this idea of rise over run, I can actually count. And we said that there were 5 units from here to here, and I have to keep going up 2 more, so that's about 7 units positive because we went up. And then to the right, how many units? Well, we count over. We did 3 units to here, and then another unit here, so that's a total of 4 units, and again positive because we went to the right. So if I talk about rise over run, we went up 7 and to the right 4, so it has a slope of 7/4. We can also plug into the formula and label the formula x1, y1, x2, y2, and then just simply go right to the formula. Y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus an x sub 1. And you can see when we simplify this, we're going to have 7 on top divided by 4 on the bottom. And again, we have a slope of 7/4. Right. Also notice that going from left to right, this line goes uphill, which indicates the slope is going to be a positive number, and that's what we came across. If I have a line going from left to right that goes downhill, such as this, then I know something about the slope as well. It's going to be a negative number. If the line is horizontal, in other words, here's my x-axis, here's my y, and here's my line. This one's not going uphill, nor is it going downhill. This has a slope of 0. In fact, all horizontal lines have the slope equal to 0. And then for vertical, so if this is my x-axis and this is my y-axis, and my line does this, well then we say that the slope is undefined. Now that's different than 0. We said slope of 0 is for the horizontal line. Slope undefined means that if I were to actually plug the points into this formula up here, we would find that the denominator is going to be 0, and we can't divide by 0, therefore we say the slope is undefined. In fact, you can pick 2 points off of this line. This could be the point 2, 2, and 2, -2. And when I go to plug it into the formula, I'm going to have -2 minus 2 divided by, and then my x's simply be 2 minus 2. And you can see how you're dividing by 0. And that's why we say the slope is undefined.